everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Politics. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm gonna discuss if protests are allowed, then in-person voting is definitely allowed, and I just want to jump right into it. So the states that are filled in yellow at least protested once, and so as you can see, every single state in the United States, all the 50 states, protested at least once. So if all the states protested, then every single state should have in-person voting. And the reason why is, look, if you're protesting, you have, I'm not mad that you're protesting. What happened to George Floyd and the other people is a disgrace. But look, protesting at this point is not as important. You're probably thinking I'm crazy, but no, at this point it's not important. When George Floyd, when all the chaos just happened, protesting, was a bit understandable, and serious, but now it's just gotten to the point where protesting is not even serious anymore. Because those officers are in jail. There's nothing to talk about anymore, and it's all over. Protesting it should be over. It doesn't matter anymore. But look, so as you can see, there has been protesting all across the United States. Every single state at least protested once. I believe the Northeast protested the most. Over here on this side, the Northeast protested the most, and probably in the middle protested the least. But yeah, look, I believe every single state should do vote in person voting. Because if protest is allowed, then in-person voting is definitely allowed. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. That's not fair. It's really not fair if protesting is allowed and mail-in and in-person voting is not allowed. That is completely unfair. At this point, in-person voting at this point is more important than protesting. Protesting before, when it all started, it was, look, it was, they had the right to, but at this point, stop. At this point, protesting just is violent from now on. Like, at this point, we should, if protesting is allowed, then in-person voting is definitely allowed. Let me know down in the comments, do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? I doubt anyone will disagree with me. And if you do disagree with me, you just want this election to be rigged. Look, the people who say protests are allowed, but in-person voting should not be allowed because COVID, you guys basically want this election to be rigged, completely rigged. Because it doesn't make sense if you have protests and no in-person voting. That makes no sense. Look, I'm not saying this because I'm conservative. This is the truth. The Democrats, not all I'm saying, but this is an example. The Democrats, not all, but some Democrats, take COVID-19 as an excuse and say, you know what, since they want this election to be rigged, they take COVID as an excuse and say, you know what, there should be only mail-in voting, not in-person voting, and then they allow the protests to happen, and that's just unacceptable. I hope you guys know where I'm coming from. That's pretty much the reason why we should have in-person voting. If we don't, I do not know what to say. That is very unfair and rigged. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Let me know if you agree with me.